Let me tell y'all what got me so perturbed this morning. Okay, now mind y'all, I don't even watch Baddies. Okay, but these kids I work with, they love that show. First of all, I don't get why y'all be letting y'all kids watch stuff like this because I feel like this is not child appropriate at all. But okay, that's another story for another day, right? So this is all they talk about. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. I've given the show a little peek, a little gander. Okay, now I don't have Zeus. I don't actually sit there and watch the episodes, but I will watch like snippets from the show. Okay. Now what I've been keeping up with is how a woman by the name of Gretchen, and she is from a certain demographic of people, right? She used the N word a number of times on this show. And there was a black woman by the name of Jayla who confronted her about this. And ever since then, there's been a lot of hullabaloo. Now, I'm sure you guys know that the Baddies Caribbean Reunion just aired. Jayla and Gretchen ended up fighting at it. And y'all, I have a lot to say about what I've been seeing from countless people concerning how they feel about Jayla. Because, it's a no from me. Now, again, I will say that I don't sit down and watch this show. Like, I don't sit down and watch an episode, but I watch a lot of snippets. So I can't really say if I like or dislike someone for real because I don't really see them on the show interacting. All I'm going to see is a little snippet of them fighting or whatever, right? So that being said, maybe Jayla is not the most likable woman in the world, okay? I will give y'all that. Maybe she's not likable. But this is my thing. This is my thing. Gretchen is a white woman. And I know y'all finna come to the comments, oh, she Puerto Rican. You know, she roll her R's. Her name is Gretchen. Okay, that's all good and well. That's all good and well. Very cute, you know, all right. Yeah, sure. But we can sit here and act delusional as we want to act. But we all know when we look at Gretchen, that is not a black woman, okay? Now, if you got to sit there and give a whole explanation, well, I'm from this place, and technically they brought some enslaved Africans over there, so technically, then you're not black. Because when somebody looks at me, I don't have to tell them, oh, well, you know, I'm from Detroit, and technically some people brought some so-and-so whatever over there. I don't have to do all that, because when people look at me, they clearly see that I'm a black woman, and that is not the case with Gretchen. So before you all come to my comments talking about blackness comes in all shades, no, it doesn't. Because you'll never look at me and think that I'm a white woman, because whiteness does not come in all shades. You know exactly how black people and white people look, and you know exactly how Gretchen looks. You know that that is not a black woman. That is clearly a white woman, okay? This is my thing. Puerto Rican is not a race. That's like me saying Detroitian is a race. Oh, I'm from Detroit, so I must be black. Huh? Like, there are black Puerto Ricans, there are white Puerto Ricans, there are mixed Puerto Ricans. Gretchen is a white Puerto Rican. Clearly, we all got eyes. We can see that, okay? Again, y'all gonna come to the comments acting delusional, but that is the facts of this case. Now, we're moving on to the next presentation of facts. I don't care how you feel about Jayla, okay? Put all that shit to the side when it comes to something like this. Because every black person should be in support of a black person checking a white person about using the N-word, period. No discussions, no exceptions to the rule. That is that, okay? Now, recently, I made a video, and I'll put the link to that video up here, about a white woman at my job using the N-word. Now, you can go and you can watch that video, okay? But I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown of it really quickly right here. So, we were in a meeting, right? And we were discussing these badass kids and how they cuss too much, right? So this white woman literally said, yeah, what are you supposed to do when one of the kids says, you stupid nigger? And I was like, huh? Like, y'all, I just got up and left. I removed myself from the situation because this is the reality. I don't work for Zeus. I wish I worked for Zeus. And when my coworker said the N-word, I could have beat that bitch up and not went to jail. But I don't work for Zeus, unfortunately, right? So if I beat that bitch up, guess what? They know my name. They know where I live. They know everything. It wouldn't be long before I was locked up for attempted murder because she was old too. I probably would have killed her, okay? But my point is this. My point is this, right? I didn't have the luxury of being able to beat up my coworker for saying the N-word. I had to just get up and go. I love that Jayla had the luxury of that because this is the reality. These white people need their asses whooped. That's just the reality. These people know good and well the gravity of the word. They just think that they can play in our faces, okay? But my point is this. Again, every black person should be supporting any black person who takes a stand against white people upholding white supremacy, because that's what Gretchen did. Hold up, my bad. Gretchen, because again, y'all gonna beat that Puerto Rican shit to death, okay? All right. So I am saying this because I have seen a lot of comments, a lot from black people talking about Gretchen beat up Jayla at the Baddies Caribbean Reunion, and they so glad because Jayla is a bully and so and so and so and yada yada yada. And I'm just, y'all, I'm appalled. Now, some people pointed out, oh, Mariah, who is another white woman, she used the N-word before on some previous season of Baddies, and Jayla ain't do nothing about it, right? So some people were like, well, Jayla, why do you have this energy with Mariah but not with Gretchen, though? Okay? And I did see a snippet from the reunion where they discussed this, right? Where Jayla said, oh, you said the N-word in a, she said on the bus or something, and then Mariah was like in a Bentley, right? And this is my thing, okay? Yeah, that does seem a little odd because Jayla, if anything, because my thing is this, right? I don't know how long ago that season that Mariah used the N-word was, right? So maybe Jayla had some epiphany. She woke up and she realized, oh, this is not okay. This is something I need to stand against between the time that Mariah said it and Gretchen said it, right? But if it was brought up at the reunion, Jayla absolutely should have been like, okay, bitch, we running the fade too. Line up, the fuck? Because now, clearly, I know that this shit is an issue and it needs to be addressed in this way. So, look, everybody can get it, right? So, I do think it is odd that Jayla only confronted Gretchen about it and not Mariah. Now, y'all can share y'all speculations because, again, I don't watch the show, so I don't know the inner workings of it because I know a lot of people be saying a lot of the girls are messing with the director. Maybe Mariah's one of the ones messing with him, so Jayla's like, let me not say nothing to her. I don't know, right? But my thing is this, I don't give a fuck because Jayla confronting Gretchen about using the N-word is correct and I'm going to back her regardless, period. I saw so many black people making fun of Jayla, like, oh, Gretchen scratched Jayla's face all up, she pulled her tooth out, so and so and so, right? And they was just a kiki and a kakai, right? They was like, oh, Jayla ain't say nothing else the whole reunion after she got her tooth pulled out, right? Mocking the hell out of her. And this is my thing, because I didn't really see their fight, right? This is my thing. Maybe Jayla did lose. Maybe she did, right? But again, why are black people laughing about this? This white woman repeatedly used the N-word, and then she fought this black woman who confronted her about it, and shit, it sounded like she whooped her ass. And y'all are sitting here like, oh, yeah, that's funny. This white bitch probably in the KKK, lynching niggas, stringing them up from trees and shit. And y'all laughing because she beat up a black woman is like, yeah, you know, like I'm upholding white supremacy. A black woman checked me about not being a white supremacist and I'm gonna beat the bitch ass instead of just not being a white supremacist. And y'all are kikiing and kakan about that shit. I'm sorry, but I really do believe that black people are cursed or something. We under some sort of spell because can y'all imagine anybody else in this situation? Like, imagine a gay person. We could say a gay white man and a straight white man, okay? Let's take all of the racial whatever out of it, right? Let's say a straight white man called the gay white man the F slur, right? And the gay white man confronted him about it. And they fought and the straight white man won. Do y'all think the gay community would be like, oh, ha, 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 the straight man beat that gay man up so and so and so after he repeatedly used the F slur, right? No, the gay community would not be laughing about that, even if they didn't like the gay man, because bottom line, end of the day, that straight man hate crime that gay man, and that affects their entire community. So why the fuck are y'all sitting here laughing about Gretchen beating Jayla up after she used the N-word repeatedly as if that's not a fucking hate crime that affects our entire community? Like, I'm so lost.